It's been revealed. The villain for the 2017 Justice League movie. Hey, wait a minute. 2017? Like, a year from now? Man, they're just cranking those things out, aren't they? Imagine if they, like, spent time on it. Is Steppenwolf. Who? Yeah, I actually did the same thing that you're doing right now. And I'm a comic book nerd. I should know who this guy is. No, not that Steppenwolf. I don't think. Who the hell is Steppenwolf? Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. And I got my Batman encyclopedia. This'll put it all to rest. Who Steppenwolf is. Silver St. Cloud, Steel Jacket, Stiletti. Wait, he's not in here. What? Hold on. I got my Superman encyclopedia. He's gotta be in here, right? I got Starboy, Steel Man, Steel Works, Franklin Stern, Dave Stevens, Styx. Wait a minute. He's not even in this one. Look at this thing. It's gigantic. He's not even in here. You Google it, the first thing to pop up is Steppenwolf, Born to be Wild. Born to be Wild. That song was like around when my parents were kids. It probably isn't them. So in a previous video, I stated that DC should put a lesser-known villain in Batman v Superman to establish the characters and what they're all about, instead of hastily throwing in Doomsday. I freaking hate you, Snyder. Freaking hate you. And they seem to be taking my advice tenfold, because now, instead of a lesser-known villain, they picked a villain that I don't even know. In fact, the only way I even kinda know this guy's name is because I remembered him from my DC card collection from when I was like 10 years old. Look, I still have it. Steppenwolf single-handedly sparked history's greatest interplanetary war, the never-ending conflict between the peaceful planet of New Genesis and Apocalypse. Now, as a military genius whose thirst for combat is unquenchable, Steppenwolf serves as the general for Darkseid's invading forces. Actually, I have the whole collection of these, and a whole lot of them. I wasn't cool as a kid. Sources from Birth Movies Death has confirmed that Steppenwolf, not that one, that's the one, will be the villain of the first Justice League movie due out in the fall of 2017. But who is this guy? Let's explore. Okay, so looking this guy up, and yes, I had to because I really didn't know who he was. I remembered he was the guy with the funky helmet. It turns out that he is Darkseid's uncle. Whoa! Maybe DC is onto something. He's a military leader on Apocalypse. That's where Darkseid lives, and he even survived an attack from Doomsday. The comic book version, you know, the good version. Obviously that's not going to come into play because of how they butchered him, but whatever, different video. I freaking hate you, Snyder! Except for Watchmen and Dawn of the Dead. Those were awesome. And 300. I kinda respect you! Steppenwolf was created by Jack Kirby and made his first appearance in the comic book New Gods, Volume 1, Issue number 7 in 1972. His powers include enhanced endurance, enhanced durability, and super strength. He's a skilled military leader. He must be if he's leading Darkseid's forces. And he uses a bunch of different weapons, but his favorite seems to be the Electro Axe, which just sounds freaking cool. In the comics, he helped Darkseid kill the wife of a guy named Highfather. I don't know who that is, but Highfather in turn ended up killing Steppenwolf. Later on, Steppenwolf was resurrected and made an appearance with another really random guy, Mr. Miracle. That guy. And some others, but never really stuck around much. He was in an episode of Superman, the animated series, Justice League, and 2 episodes of Batman the Brave and the Bold. Later, the arch-villain super team, the Terror Titans, ran across him, and then he was killed by the Clock King. Wait a minute. Hold on, pump the brakes, dude. The Clock King? This guy? He was killed by this guy? Come on! Are you freaking serious? Jeez, man, are you freaking... I can't even, I'm not even gonna try. Forget it, this video's done, I can't, whatever. I'm back. Alright, so that was the old. What about the New 52? After the Flashpoint saga, the New 52 began. Everything was basically started fresh. How's Steppenwolf doing there? So in Earth 2, Steppenwolf leads Darkseid's forces to come down and conquer the Earth. He ends up killing Wonder Woman and Superman, and Batman sacrifices himself to send the forces and Steppenwolf back through the boom tube, back to Apocalypse. So Steppenwolf is essentially responsible for killing Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman on Earth 2. Now we're talking, yeah! After a $300 million bounty on Steppenwolf's head, he is then killed by that Earth's version of Bizarro. Bizarro? Oh, come on, DC, you don't know anything! What the F, guys? I want to emphasize that the Wikipedia article on Steppenwolf lists his first superpower as immortality. But this is the third time he's died. Probably gonna be more. Probably more if I looked more into it, but I don't want to. This guy's stupid. But it's a guy that killed Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. You'd think he'd get like a gigantic arc where he's not killed by a Superman clone. To be fair, that version of Bizarro is called Brutal, and he's treated with a lot more respect than Earth 1 Bizarro, and he looks kind of badass. So obviously the DC Cinematic Universe is going to use the New 52 version, but overall, I meant lesser known, not completely obscure. But who knows? Maybe this is exactly what they need so they can get back on track. Get a smaller villain in there so they can focus on the characters, make Superman come back to life and not be a whiny little. Focus more on the interesting character of Bruce Wayne / Batman, and overall just not suck. The whole reason this rumor / confirmation was because of the deleted scene that Warner Brothers released called Communion, in which Lex Luthor is talking to a alien guy. Thought to be Steppenwolf or Yuga Khan. That guy. So I guess the first Justice League movie is gonna be Steppenwolf trying to take over the Earth for Darkseid. He's gonna fail, and the Justice League are gonna come together, and Darkseid is gonna... Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Isn't that exactly what the Avengers did leading into Thanos? It is! Loki was sent down by Thanos to go conquer the Earth with the Chitauri, but he failed. And in the mid-credit scene of the first Avengers from 2012, we got to see a glimpse of Thanos, and everyone's like, oh my god, who is that purple guy? That purple guy is Thanos. In the second Avengers, we find out that he was watching the whole Ultron thing the whole time, and maybe even manipulating some of it. In that mid-credit scene, you see Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and, well, I'll let him tell you.
Fine. I'll do it myself.
Let me just end this by saying, I'm okay with smaller villains, and I'm okay with more character-driven comic book movies. They don't have to be giant action set pieces. It can be about these heroes' everyday struggles, the emotions that they go through. Captain America in the first Avengers movie, where he's still trying to come to terms with being in this new time period, is very powerful without him ever having to beat up a bad guy. This should just prove to me that DC is just trying to play catch-up with Marvel, and they're losing the race badly. Instead of seeing what Marvel is doing and trying to copy that with less success, maybe they should just back it up a bit, take their time with these movies, and make sure they're done right. Because the Marvel Cinematic Universe in 20 years is going to live on. New movies, new franchises, and rewatching the old ones. But the DC universe is quickly becoming forgettable. What do you guys think? Is this movie gonna be awesome? What do I not know about Steppenwolf? Except for Born to be Wild, because that's pretty much the only one I know. Leave comments in the box where it says comments. Subscribe and like and unlike, don't dislike. Don't do it. Don't, ah, damn it. Damn it. And of course, see you later. So obviously the Marvel... Wrong. So obvious... Wishful thinking.